Hi, it's Sunday, December 24th, 2017, and this is week 3 of my Medifast diet. Still going strong. The overall weight loss is tapering off, but still going. Let's talk about the stats first. The total pounds where I'm at now is 263.2 pounds. That is a loss for last week of 3.2 pounds and makes a total loss of 19.4 pounds in just 3 weeks. That's almost 20 pounds. That's about 2/3 of the way where I want to be, where my goal weight is 250 and losing 30 pounds. So what's transpired over the last week weight-wise? Let's take a look at the chart. Let's see. As you can see, I've highlighted the last week in a square there on the chart. The interesting thing is I'm losing, as I said, less than I did before. As you can see, the first week I lost 11.4 pounds. The second week, 4.8 pounds. And then this last week, the third week, 3.2 pounds. So again, the weight loss is starting to taper off a bit, but still respectable. It's not 1 pound a week or a half pound a week that I used to experience when I was just trying to manage my calories and do the exercising. Another interesting thing you can see in the graph over the last week is when I don't exercise, I actually gain weight. There was also a time when I did exercise, you can see the next day, and I didn't gain any weight, but I didn't lose any. Again, the equation doesn't seem to work for me. So again, you have a deficit of calories. Even with the exercise, you would seem to lose the weight, um, and it levels off. The interesting thing is yesterday, on the 23rd or the 24th, as you can see, I still lost weight, but I went to the movies, went there, enjoyed it. I was always worried about family time on this plan. I'm not going to go out to dinner and have a nice conversation with my son and my wife. I have those at home, but I mean, a nice sit down, how things going. But was able to go to movies, had an enjoyable time, and I ate about a half bag of regular popcorn. Now, regular popcorn in the U.S. is huge, so maybe did I eat half, maybe a third of the bag. I just kept eating. I was kind of consciously, I was kind of numbling down because I also skipped the meal during the day, knowing that I would probably eat popcorn and maybe something that night. I also ate sashimi, and a couple bits of sushi that night, more than enough, probably than I should have, and I still lost weight the next day, about a half pound. So what is this telling you? Basically, I would recommend not eating popcorn every day, or more than your fill of sushi and sashimi and what have you. You're not supposed to have sushi at all because that's rice. But as long as you stick to the plan, you should be okay. And occasional slips like that shouldn't impact you as long as it's not becomes your normal eating habits, and it's just a once in a while for a special occasion. Now, let's go over how I felt during this week. At the beginning of this week, I'm going to tell you it was tough. I was feeling quite hungry Monday and Tuesday, going into the third week, not seeing as much weight loss. I think discouraged me a little bit. It was very tempting to eat more, whether it was more my protein packs, or more than one stick of cheese. I really had that urge. So at the beginning of this week, I had to really focus and concentrate, and make a conscious effort not to eat more. I really wanted to pick up more or drink more Coke Zeros, something to fill my stomach. And I just really focused and forced myself not to eat. Let's see, I'm guessing this is because now the body has gotten all the junk out by the third week, all the kind of stuff, that whatever is remaining in your body, and now it's starting to possibly burn fat, is my guess. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but that's the way I interpret it, that you're feeling hungry, so that hunger is being satiated by the fat in your body. I did notice that around Wednesday-ish, that hunger was gone. I was back to the way I was feeling before, and that the 6 meals a day, the lean plus green, satisfied me, and I wasn't feeling so hungry. Matter of fact, I feel a lot more stable now than even the first 2 weeks. So I think it is starting to slowly burn the fat. It's starting to make me feel good. I'm not feeling as hungry. Again, I'm missing the taste, but overall, I think the plan is working. I will note that I had a strawberry shake. This is probably the Tuesday night, one of the strawberry shakes on the plan. I went to bed with my stomach upset. I don't know whether it's I'm just getting bored of the taste. It's built. I think it's made with soy, and I'm kind of spreading out the shakes a little bit more and just having more of the bars rather than the shakes all the time. The shake's got to be made just right. I suggest you use crushed ice and really fine crushed ice to make it almost like a smoothie, to make it to give it to not be so thick, um, and you'll end up doing okay. It was one night that I didn't feel so good about the shake. um, so, and overall, feeling good, continuing to lose the weight. Had my session with a different nutritionist last Thursday. Nothing new, did the weight, check. They're showing the same weight loss that I am, although they show higher weight than I show at home. So be it. But overall, doing good. Christmas is tomorrow. I'll probably cheat on that. I know I will. I'll probably have a little bit more. I'll talk about that next week and how that impacts my overall weight. But I guess the moral of the story today and this week is this. Stick to this plan even if you start to feel hungry. If you start to feel hungry and you feel like you're eating more than your one allowable snack, just focus. Remember, if you start to break that habit or go back to your old habits, it's going to be harder to get back to your new habits. So stick to that plan. And eventually the hunger will subside. Give yourself a couple days. It did for me around 2 or 3 days later. If you're doing something special, the next point I would make, going to a movie, celebrating a birthday or whatever, don't feel too bad about having a half cupcake or some popcorn or a snack. That's not on the plan. As long as that's not your normal course of business and you're doing it once in a blue moon, I think you'll be okay because you can either exercise it off. I wouldn't do this in the first week. I would probably wait till you're in your second or third week and really getting into kind of a good habit so that you're not overeating your popcorn and stuff. And if you do that, in my case, I skipped a meal or two. You may check with your nutritionist. I think it helped balance things out. And again, you're doing it once in a while, not constantly. And finally, there will be days that you will not lose weight. You may even gain, or you may find yourself just steady, as I just said. Don't let that be discouraging. It's just your body adjusting for some reason. And I think you'll continue to find that the trend will be more important than the day-to-day blips. Even if you lose a bunch in one day, and that's not going to be your overall trend. You want to look at the trend. So far, again, this week, as we saw in the chart before, 3 pounds. I think that's where I'm going to probably stick at, 3 pounds a week. Let's see. And we'll come back to you next week to give you another update. And hopefully the weight will continue to go down. Thanks.